into your Sukhasana. So any comfortable seated position of your choice. Oh, I've got somebody else joining. Close the eyes if that's available to you. Relaxing the shoulders. And this evening's practice is about the shoulders. So if you've just joined, so before you begin, just make sure you have close by either 2 books with you or 2 blocks. You can go and get them later, that's not a problem, you'll have time. So in your Sukhasana, bringing the awareness onto the body. Relaxing into the legs, the spine. Imagine you can relax into the spine. Softening the shoulders. And as you do, they're drawn to the earth. And you can feel that lengthening into the neck. Relaxing the jaw. And finding that point in between the eyebrows. And just letting that soften as well. Starting to draw the awareness to the breath. Feeling that the shoulders are still just melting almost away. Bringing the abdominal breath into your practice. Inhaling to inflate the belly. And exhale, navel to spine. And again. Good. 2 more. And then flickering the eyes open, coming back into the room you're in. As we want to awaken the shoulders, hands can stay onto the thighs. And as we inhale, bring the shoulders up, shrugged into the ears, and exhale to let them down. And again. And again. And down. Just a few more times. So the shoulders are probably one of the articulation in the body that can move the most. So into different places, we have that ball and socket motion. And then it also means that it can be injured quite quickly. So rolling the shoulders back and front or front to back, wherever works for you first. And make sure you go into both directions, awakening that part of the body. Like with technology, we often have that internal rotation, reducing the pectoral muscles, so kind of squeezing them, and over-relaxing the back, so making us kind of hunch forward. So let's get rid of some of that today. As you stop and let your shoulders be natural, we'll go into some pranayama. So today's practice brings some heat into the body. So I want to start with that heat as well. So in the time where there's a little bit more colds coming through, so we need to generate bodily heat. So really, really good. If you, however, have blocked nose, or you are perhaps pregnant, or you think you might be, you've got a bit of a headache, glaucoma, heart disease that are not treated, or high blood pressure that is not medicated, then just continue with your abdominal breath, and I will never know. So please, or if you don't want to do this breath, don't do it. So it is called Kapalabhati breath. It is a kriya, so meaning cleansing breath. And it's absolutely wonderful to give you that boost of energy, that little agony that we can light up inside. So it starts from the diaphragm, a little dome-shaped muscle just under your sternum. So it's kind of a little balloon. When you inhale, it inflates down. And when you exhale, it pushes the air out. Good. And that motion is a dynamic diaphragmic breath. Therefore, it's only this muscle, this dome-shaped muscle, that does the work. So you can imagine a dog panting. So you feel it into the belly, and that's kind of that same motion, but with the mouth closed. Otherwise, you can imagine having something stuck into your nose and you want to forcefully exhale. So I invite you to just bring the hand onto that diaphragm and then just do a few practices. So I know we have a tendency to bring the shoulders in, like we're laughing, but it's really all into this part to let the shoulders be rested. So let's try again. Good. We'll do 3 rounds. I know it's a lot, but they are short sequences. So the first time will be 10 exhalations. Then when we're done, we exhale completely and inhale, and then we'll start again. If you don't want to join, just breathe naturally, but be conscious of that inflation and deflation of the belly. So releasing the arms. Deep inhale through the nose, just normal inhale, normal exhale. And again, inhale. Normal exhale. Last one. And then we go for 10. Deep inhale. And exhale, 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 exhale. Fully bring that navel to spine. Squeeze the core. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Little breath retention here. So inhale halfway, Buddha belly. Hold. Close the eyes if you can. You have enough oxygen. And exhale. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Second round, double, 20. Inhale if you join. And exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale, 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 fully squeezing the core muscle, bringing it into your spine. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. We start to feel the heat. Inhale, one more. Hold the breath, Buddha belly. Relax the shoulders, relax the legs. Good, and inhale fully. Exhale fully. Last round, so now I know it's up the game a little bit, so 30, count your own breath, so I will let you be. If you want to do fewer or more, go for it. I will simply do mine as well. So deep inhale, and let's go. And exhale completely for me, squeezing the core muscles. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Half breath in. Hold. So this breath is called shining skull for a reason. We bring lots of oxygen into our head, so you might feel that effect. Don't worry, it will dissipate quickly. So that's why we hold the breath. And exhale. Full inhale. Long exhale. Good. Starting to roll the shoulders once again, awakening your body. Inhale, arm joints. Exhale, right hand behind, left hand onto the front knee. Twisting to the right, lift the chest. You want to get rid of any still air that's remaining. Staying here, right arm right, so inhale. Exhale, little side bend towards the other leg, so towards the left. And right hand nice and crossed. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, rounding back. Good. Releasing left hand behind, twisting to your left. Keeping the right hand where it is. Inhale, left arm rises. And then little side bend to the right knee. Breathing. Slowly, left hand goes cross onto the knees. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, rounding the back. Releasing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the hands. Exhale, bring the hands behind the head, elbows towards each other, and lower the chin to the chest. Make sure you breathe. And release slowly. So I would recommend changing the cross of your legs as we stay here just for one more little asana. So I'm going to turn around just to show you. Bring the arms to shoulder height, so elbows are in line with the shoulders, and hands up. So often when we say we internally rotate, so that's that natural way of the shoulders coming in. So you want to try to rectify this. So when we bring the elbows to the height of our shoulders, lift the chest, and trying here not to go into arcing the back, because that's quite easy to arc the back. So drawing the ribs slightly down so we can have as a straight spine as we can, so the spine is not straight. Keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders, trying to bring the hands slightly back. That's an external rotation. Can you feel the difference? Draw the front ribs down so you're not arching. And releasing. Very slow movement. Isolated movement. Rotating, bring the hands behind slightly. Lower the shoulders. Oof. And bring them back. I know, such a small movement. I can feel the whole difference. Bring the hands. Twice more. Ooh. And down. Last one. And down very gently and slowly, releasing the arms. Rolling the shoulders. Bring the hands forward and bring yourself into all four. Spread the fingers here into our cat-cow. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale to round the back, chin to chest. And again. It's a little bit more technical today. Just trying to find sensation into the shoulders, so sinking with the chest when you come forward and up. And exhale, around the back, spread the shoulder blades. Good. Twice more in your own breath. And then meeting into neutral. Putting the weight into the left knee first, right leg will rise, flexing that right foot, finding balance. So we have that heat. Keeping left hand onto the ground, maybe reach right hand onto the ground pile and lifting that left arm nice and forward, finding your balance here. Make sure you breathe. One more. Exhale, just lower the hand and bringing the knee in, rounding the back slightly and trying to step the foot in between the hand. Planting left hand. Squeeze the glutes and rise with the right arm. Getting a little bit more active. Keeping that right arm up or maybe wrapping it behind, opening the chest. We have a rotation into the chest, the transverse plane of the body. We're opening up our chest. And release, hands down. Slowly rising, hands onto that front thigh, Anjasana. Pose that brings most heat in the body. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands behind, interlace those fingers. Lift the chest. So here I know we're tempted to say it's an external rotation, but we're still internally rotating the shoulders slightly. Hence why the other movement, very important. And release the arms. Shifting the hips back, sliding the hips back, knee down. Releasing, inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, planting the toes, lifting the knees, hips to the sky. Downwards facing dog. Walking on the spot. Bending one knee and opposite heel. Palms closest to the ground. Finding here. Shoulders, how are they? They don't have to be perfectly aligned. Just finding that your grip, all the fingers are pressed down. Good, one more breath. And exhale, knees down. Weight as the right knee, left leg rises behind. Staying here, right arm reaches. Make sure you breathe. Good, two more. Keep the leg up, release the hands, drawing the knee in, round the back, and stepping the foot in between the hands. Right hand stays down, left arm rises. Staying here, wrapping left arm behind. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. And if your neck feels constricted, you can always look down. One more. Exhale to release, realigning our hips so it's a bit more comfortable, and rising hand onto the thigh. Squeezing the glutes. Inhale, arm raise. Exhale, hands behind. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest. One more. Good, exhale the hands down. Rounding the back, sliding the knee back. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, rounding the back. Walking the feet towards that back of the mat. Shifting the hips forward, bend the elbows and just making your way down on the ground. Sliding the forearms. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Good. I'm going to bring them back a little bit so they're more in line. Lifting the chest. Glutes are slightly engaged. Breathe. And getting our back a little bit more ready, warmed up. We can stay here, planting the hands, lifting the elbows slightly into seal, so a bit higher. That pubic bone is on the ground. Shoulders still drawn down. And lower down. Elbows to shoulder height, spreading those fingers, exactly the same as we've done before. Inhale to lift slightly higher, keep the elbows in line with the shoulders, and then bring the hands up and lower. Inhale, rising. Exhale. Inhale, hands will lift up, and exhale completely down. Twice more. First, inhale to rise, to squeeze the glutes. Exhale. Inhale, hands slightly higher and down. Last one. Ooh, and down. Press the hands next to the ribs, pushing yourself onto the knees. Big toes touch, sitting towards the heels, Balasana. Make sure you breathe. Spreading those fingers, coming back through all four, tucking the toes under, and downwards facing dog again. If you need to move on the spot once again, please do so. And then looking towards the hands, making your way up. Knees are soft and letting yourself fold forward. You can gently sway if you want. And as slowly as you can, rising up. Let's get into the spine a little bit more. Feet closer at the front of the mat. Planting those feet, knees are soft. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good, staying here. Exhale, right hand behind as you twist. Good, inhale, both hands up. Same thing with the left hand behind twisting. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Slide the hands onto the shins, halfway lift, back is straight. Exhale, fold. Once again, inhale, halfway. Exhale, stepping both feet back to down dog. Plant those hands. Inhale, come onto your toes, squeeze the glutes. And then shimmy yourself forward until you come into a plank. Take a breath here, plant your hands. Exhale, lower the knees. They're not under my hips, and I untuck my toes. Bend the elbows and slowly, slowly coming down. Slide the forearms, Sphinx pose. Press the hands, maybe lift the elbows, seal. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower back down, hands next to the ribs. Push yourself onto the knees, tuck the toes under. And down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, looking to the hands. And slowly walking. Folding. And on the next inhale to rise, extend the arms. Hands to heart. Releasing, other side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand behind as we twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hand behind. So hips are forward. Inhale, up. And fold, Uttanasana. Adho Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, both feet back. You can always come on your knees or come forward to plank. Nice plank here, lower the bottom, breathe here. Exhale, knees down, untuck those toes, shift yourself forward slightly, bend the elbows next to the body and lower. Still, you can do Sphinx, so squeeze the glutes as you rise into Bhujangasana Cobra. Stay here for 2 breaths. Finding that pubic bone is still close to the ground. My glutes are engaged. And exhale, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core through the knees. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Feet together. Look to the hands and walk. Rising all the way up. Hands to heart. And release. Good. Hopefully you're nice and warmed up. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand behind. Open up the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm. Rising up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, both feet back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down. Lower really slowly. You should feel it in your tricep and your arms. Rising either in Sphinx or Cobra. Lift the chest, lower the shoulders away. Exhale through the knees. Tuck toes and down dog. Feet together. Look to the hands and walk. Rising. Hands to heart. Last time, inhale. Left hand behind. Reaching up. Exhale, right arm. And up. Fold, Uttanasana. Option here. As you inhale, slide the hands onto the shin, or some people prefer to have the hands on the floor, as long as you can keep that back straight. Exhale, fold. We'll try that again. Inhale, hands on shin or the floor. And this time, exhale, down dog. Good, come forward to plank. Strong muscles. Strong back. Exhale, knees down. Arms tuck the toes and lower. Rising into either Cobra, Bhujangasana, or that Sphinx. And exhale to down dog. Feet together. Look to the hands and walk. Rising. Hands to heart. Rolling the shoulders. Good, hopefully you still feel good. Let's go into our warrior flow slightly. So feet together, slightly apart again. Inhale, arm raise. Exhale, hands behind, this time interlace the fingers. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward, knees are soft. Halfway lift, lifting with the arms. Exhale to fold. Staying here for 2 breaths. Exhale, release the arms down. Another halfway lift, hands on shin or the ground this time. Exhale, stepping both feet back. Spreading those fingers. Feet come closer together. Lifting the right leg up. It doesn't have to go very high. If you want, you can, however. Flexing the foot when it's high. Feel the weight of both arms as equal. And then pointing the toes, bending the right knee into the chest, rounding the back, and stepping the foot in between the hands. Back foot comes a bit closer, heel down. Rising Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Inhale, open the arms to shoulder height. Good, exhale, left arm on top of the right. Give yourself a little hug. Sink in. Opening into the back. Release, inhale, drive those arms up. 2 more breaths. Exhale, hands down. As we did before, lifting the back heel and planting left hand. Inhale, right arm will rise. If it's too much, left knee down. 1 more breath. Exhale, hands down, straight into plank. Kumbhakasana, inhale. Exhale, knees down and lower down. Sliding into Bhujangasana, inhale. Exhale to down dog. Feet together. Left leg will rise, doesn't have to be too high. Flex the foot. Spread those fingers. When you're ready, point the left toes, knee in, round the back. And stepping the foot forward, help it if you need to. Right foot comes closer, heel down. Rise up. Sink in. Arm to shoulder height. Right arm on top this time, give yourself that little hug. Lower the shoulders. Breathing. So we're doing all this prep of shoulders, of arms, to go into more postures as Chaturanga Dandasana that we'll see later on this course. Release the arms, scoop them up. Lower. Sink in. Legs are strong. Still don't forget about your glutes. Exhale, hands down. Good. Pivoting onto the back toes, lifting the heel. Right hand down, left arm rises. And exhale, hand down. We'll go to down dog this time. Lift the hips. Slide the foot back. Feet together. And then bend the knees. Open the knees wide. Bring the knees down. Sit back towards your heels. Breathing. Trying to imagine that you can inflate the top back of your body. Softening into the arms and the wrist. 2 more. Last one. And slowly to rise back onto the knees. Grabbing hold of your books. So having them close by. You can do this onto your knees. If you're not comfortable onto your knees, come into seated. If you want to be sat on a cushion, if you want to be standing, you can always do this standing as well. So, still all into that upper body strength. Bringing the arms down to creating that L shape. Palms are up. Inhaling. As you exhale, opening the hands. As if you're serving trays. Inhaling back. Exhaling. Good. Inhaling. Really trying to focus on what happens into the shoulder blades. Good. One more. And release. Whew. Bring the arms to shoulder height. This time as you exhale, bring the back of the hands towards each other, round the back, chin to chest. 2 more breaths. And release. Good. So, starting with the right hand, you will have to look at me a few times before we can go into it. This is called octopus arms. So let's have fun together. Palm is up. Very similar start with one arm only. Then if you have a look at me, I'll show you from the side. Sometimes it's easier. So as you open the arm back, so you can see my elbow is in line with the shoulders, I bring my hand further back. Then as if on a lift, lifting the hand over my head. The fingertips will turn towards my head and I will bring the arms just in front of me. You still see my palm is up and then I push the hand to the side, palm is up. That's the awkward part, bending the elbow and rotating the hand back. So let me show you again onto the other angle. So inhaling to open up and pushing the arm up. Bring the arm through, forward, opening. So my elbow is now high towards the sky. Bending the elbow and rotating the hand back. Just try this a few times. I can't see you. So I will have to trust you that you're giving this a go. Fantastic for the shoulders, for strengthening and for stretching. Good. Just get into the motion. Just a few times. I'll show you again slowly. Arm open up. Pushing the arm up and over the head. Fingertips pointing towards my head. Push it forward. Elbows up as I finish that round. Bending the elbow and hand forward. When you've done a few rounds and you feel that you are comfortable with it, that's when we have that book. So just so we can remember to keep the hand flat and towards the sky. So I'm not losing the book. And you can see I'm not holding. So if I do bring my hand too high, then it will drop. So just a few times. So if you're working from home or at work, if you've got a book, this is fantastic. So much shoulder strengthening, you will feel them. Otherwise you have amazing shoulders already. So you're getting into all of that rotation. Good. And I'm going to swap side. So left hand opens up, pushing the hands above my head, fingertips turns towards me. Push my head in front, open to the left, bend the elbow, and rotating the hand. So I'm hypermobile as well, so you can see my elbow's not perfectly straight, but you can still do this even if you're not hypermobile. It doesn't really help me actually. Bend the elbow. Good. Just do that a few times before you use a book or an accessory. Just so you feel that rotation. I can show you from the side. Again, you'll be able to show this to everyone you know. It's another little party trick to your next Zoom call. There you go. Moving. And when you're ready, use the prop. And it's okay if you move your body with it. The objective is to try to isolate for the future, but when you start, why not? And it's just always a movement, an asana that brings a smile to my face. Because I have to concentrate, and I will probably mess up, but it's okay. And if you're super confident, that's why we have two books. Double whammy. Bring both. Whew. Good. Just for a few times, but you know that you can do this in your own time. Getting that rotation. Mainly internal, but we have some external rotation here as well. So when we come here and we open up, that's external. Good. And then finishing your next round. And you can put the books to one side. Oh, you do feel a little bit like the octopus. Bring the hands in front. If you were like me, onto your feet for the whole time, just giving yourself a little bit of tapping onto the feet. Plant the hands, tuck the toes. Ooh. Lift the knees into down dog. Walking on the spot. Looking to the feet, walking the hands towards the back of your mat. Knees are soft and fold. Very gently rising all the way up. And coming to the middle of your mat. So at the balance sequence of our evening, Natarajasana, dancer pose. So really good for that rotation of that shoulders that extend back. And we'll just bring the foot with it as well. So to begin, try to find a point in front of you that is not moving. So once again, I always like to say it, I am not a good point. I will move. Put all of the weight into that left foot first. Come onto the right toes. And now before you go into balance, have a look at me first, because this is always confusing. So imagine once again, we've done the tray, yeah? So you want to keep that hand the same way. So I'm holding a tray. Imagine it's a pizza. So I'm lifting my foot and I'm going to scoop my foot as if it wants to come onto my tray. So from the inside, so I'm from the inside, not the outside, the inside of my foot, I grab hold to the foot. If you've learned it the other way, absolutely fine, but can you see the difference into my shoulder? So when I grow it from the outside and from the inside. So I have more of a range of movement from that side. Use a wall to begin with. I would recommend that. And then from here, If you're using more, fantastic. You can lift the foot behind and push into the hand. Lift the chest. And that's all. If you feel comfortable in your balance, you might bring the left arm up and you might slowly tilt your body forward as the back foot lifts. And breathing. If you feel wobbly and you need to hold the wall, hold the wall. Just breathe. Trying to lower the shoulders so that heart can shine. That Care Bear sign is shining out. Good, 2 more breaths. I can just show you from the side. Ooh. So you're looking at something doesn't help. Something that is not moving. And release. Going to the other side, finding your wall again. Right foot this time. Come onto the left toes. Holding a tray with your left hand. Lifting the foot, knee bends, and scooping from the inside. Holding your pizza. Trying to bring the knees closer together. Hold the wall if you can. Pushing the foot back. It's all into that leg. Maybe right on the right. Find your point and breathe. Push the foot into the hand. Might feel that top of the thigh, so the quadricep. There you go. Lift the chest. Shine your heart. Two more. And release. Rounding the shoulders. Coming back to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to fold. Nice release into the back, maybe grabbing hold of the elbows. Fully embracing your Uttanasana. Hands release. Halfway lift, hands on shin or the floor. Looking your head back is straight. Exhale to step both feet back. So down dog. Taking an inhale here. And exhale, coming onto your knees. Untuck the toes. And I know once again, come to sit onto your heels. Not for long. So, last little bit of challenge. So last challenge for you this evening. All to do with strengthening of the shoulders. So if you've ever seen people doing arm balances or headstand, this is where we're roots from. So we're not going into these, but we're building up that strength in the shoulders. So let me show you how to get into your dolphin. So to begin with, I always like to measure the distance of my shoulders by grabbing hold of the upper arms just over that crease of my elbow. And then that's what I'm going to bring down on the ground. Good. So when I bring that onto the ground, I want to make sure my shoulders are in line with the elbows. If they are, releasing the arms, interlace the fingers. My little finger peeks out, just tuck it in. Good. Planting those forearms down. You can move slightly, that's not a problem. Just make sure they're not too wide. So narrower than wide is better. And then you just have a look here. Tucking the toes, and you want to do down dog. So we're lifting that tailbone up, but you can feel that shift into the shoulders. So my head is in between my arms. And to increase the intensity, I can walk my feet closer. So the further away, I feel a bit less on my shoulders. Closer, more. So that's your dolphin one. Good. If you haven't done so, let's go into it. Measuring the arms, shoulders down, in line, shoulders and elbows. Opening the arm, cross the fingers, press the forearms, tuck the toes, lift the bottom. Trying to feel that you push into the forearms so you're not letting your chest come to the ground. Breathing. Good. 2 more breaths. And exhale, walking feet a bit further away, knees down. Sit onto your heels, relax. Good. Releasing for a moment. So that might have been quite intense for you straight away. So we will do this again, and then I'll give you an extra alternative if you're quite hardcore, or if you're replaying this video and you're going towards that goal. So Dolphin 1 is what we've just done. Now I can show you Dolphin 2. Same thing, same placement. So same placement. Then I stick my thumbs out, come into down dog, and you can see that I've got a wider down dog here. So my feet are further away than my body, and that's okay, because we inhale onto the toes, shift forward, and bring that nose to the thumbs, and hips up after. So inhale forward, and back. Good. So I would recommend doing around 5 to begin with, and then you can increase. But once again, if it's the first time you're doing this video, first time you're doing this with me, we can stick with Dolphin 1. So any way you want, coming into your Dolphin 1, either getting to walk further forward and back, just to feel that weight in the shoulders, or if you want to do 5 Dolphin 2, then you can go. I trust you will do or make the best decision for you. Three more breaths here, or more Dolphin 2. Last one for me. And exhale, knees down. Releasing down, head down. Make sure that you breathe, that you soften into the arms. If you need to wiggle them a little bit, then please do so. And then slowly coming to sit. And anywhere that works for you. Bring the feet together and open up the knees to the side into your Baddha Konasana. Lift the chest. And exhale, maybe walk the hands a bit further forward. Chin towards the chest if you prefer, and fold. So you can see here how I'm coming forward and down as opposed to directly down. So a little bit forward and down. If that's not very convenient for you, bring the feet forward and then you can really flop a little bit more. It gives that little extra space for the perineum. Just wherever you've decided to be. Let your shoulders kind of melt from either side of your spine. Two more breaths. And rising back up. Oh, bring the hands behind, fingertips towards you, and then slowly drawing those knees towards each other. Feet nice and firm onto the ground. And bring the knees to one side and the other. Feeling the sit bones rooted down. Good, and walking a little bit forward, keeping right leg in, straightening the left leg, crossing right leg over and right hand behind. Wrapping the left arm around and twisting to your right. If you haven't had enough shoulders, then maybe you bring the elbow to the outer edge of your knee, so it just opens up a little bit more. That hand can be relaxed onto the other thigh. Make sure you breathe. One more. And release. Oh. Bring that left hand behind, slowly rolling onto the left thigh and stretching the right arm. So we still have the hips onto the ground, we're just stretching the left side of our body. And gently release, straightening right leg, left knee bends, cross that left foot over, left hand behind. Wrapping the right arm around, or maybe elbow to the outer edge and twisting to your left. Breathing. 2 more. And releasing. Good. Bring right hand behind, rolling onto that right thigh and stretching the left arm. So hips are down. You want to find that length into the right side of the abdomen. Just breathe. 2 more. And release. Very gently bring the feet a bit closer to that top of the mat, choosing how you want to come down into the ground. If you want the knees bent, you can, or slowly engaging the core muscles all the way down. Once your back is in contact with the ground, draw both knees in, giving yourself that little hug as you rock from side to side. Bring the arms to shoulder height. And gently lowering both knees to your left. Trying to keep the shoulder blades onto the ground. Head can be up towards the sky or rotating the gaze to the right. You can have the eyes open or closed here. Just softening into the body. You have been very active. So just drawing that passive energy. Letting the arms fully relax. Only using the core strength, bringing those knees back to center and then lowering them to the right side. Once again, gaze can be up or rotated to the left. Breathing. Giving yourself permission to soften. So relax the jaw perhaps, your mouth is closed, the teeth are apart. One more full breath. Using core strength as you roll to center. Maybe giving yourself a last little hug. And then lowering one foot at a time onto the ground. Choosing here to either keep the feet onto the ground and knees reclining onto each other, or maybe straightening the legs, heels and toes out into your Shavasana. Allowing your eyes to close. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth inside out. Twice again. Last one. Allowing your mouth to close. Allowing the point in between your eyebrows to soften. And bring your body to a halt. As if you pressed pause. You can bring the awareness into the sounds around you. This might be inside of the room you're in, or maybe you can hear a bit further away. Just extend that awareness as far as you can. When you have noticed all the sounds around, and just bring that awareness solely onto the breath. Noticing the sound of your breath. Noticing the movement of your breath, that journey it makes through the nostrils and down your belly. And then perhaps you want to bring the awareness onto your body. Just to making a little scan of the body. Noticing if you can soften a little bit more into the arms and shoulders. Softening into the upper back, mid back, and the lower back. Softening into the hips and the glutes. Allowing those legs to be heavy. All the way to the ankles, free from the weight of the body. Feet are soft. Feeling that your whole body is in a complete state of relaxation. Bringing your breath a little bit deeper into the body again. Lengthen the exhale, removing any still air. Once again, deep inhale, long exhale. Bring some gentle movement into the toes and fingers. Maybe the head wants to move. And in your own time, knees will be drawn into the belly, giving yourself a little hug. Rocking from side to side. Maybe rocking all the way to your right hand side for a breath. Pushing yourself up to seated as slowly as you want. And bringing the hands together in front of the heart, bowing to one another. Thanking each and everyone for their practice, for their strengthening. And I send you all peace and good fortune. So Om Shanti. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining. I